Wow, what an end to the 2016 season. Not only does Andy Murray become the first British man ever to get to world number one, he also becomes only the 26th world number one and the 17th ever to finish the season as world number one. And if that wasn't enough, the whole season came down to the World Tour Finals final. Andy Murray versus Novak Djokovic, the world number one versus the world number two for that number one spot. Absolutely incredible. And Andy Murray to do it in the way he'd done it after the run he had to the final, incredible. And what can you say about him? He's won his last 5 tournaments since Rome. He's won 9 of the 12 events he's entered, only losing in the final of the French Open to Novak Djokovic and to Marin Cilic in the final of Cincinnati, and also Kei Nishikori at the US Open. It's an unbelievable run. Very much reminiscent of the second half of the season Novak Djokovic had in 2015. That impressive. Got to give a mention as well to his brother Jamie. Him and his partner Bruno Suarez finishing the season as world number one doubles pair. I mean, what a moment for British tennis. What a moment for the Murrays. Absolutely incredible. Back to the final. There's a couple of key statistics I think that made the difference. Mainly unforced errors. Both players hit 13 winners. Djokovic though hit twice as many unforced errors, 30 to Murray's 15. So I think that played a huge factor. Also, a fairly significant statistic. The 0 to 5 shots in a point was won by Murray, 31 to 27. Now the first 4 shots in tennis has become critical. Probably the most important aspect of the game today. Something I wrote about back in the summer based on Craig's Brain Game Tennis. His amazing work. He's the official statistician at the main Grand Slams, the World Tour Finals, generally on the ATP Tour. And his statistics and his write-ups are fantastic. I mean, the Andy Murray match against Kei Nishikori really sums up the importance of the first 4 shots. In that match, Nishikori hit more winners, won more net points, made more first serves. He hit his forehand and his backhand on average harder than Murray, had more break points. He won more of the points that lasted between 5 and 9 shots. He won almost double of the points that lasted 9 shots or more. But when it came to the first 4 shots, Andy Murray won 76 compared to 58, plus 18 more. I mean, that is a decisive factor. I mean, the first 4 shots, on average, during the 4 Grand Slams of 2016, were around 70% of the points. I mean, that is incredible. Remember the long, amazing points that go on for 25, 30 shots. They're the ones that stick in our mind. It's actually the short points which are so crucial in today's game. You can see that as well in the Murray-Stan Wawrinka match. The serve and then the shot that follows it is critical. Pretty much every player will be looking to hit a forehand following the serve. And Murray's showing this. Murray, if you ask him what his favourite shot is, would say his backhand. Against Wawrinka, he followed up 94% of his first serves with a forehand, winning 94% of them points. There's only 1 point during the match he hit a backhand following his first serve, and he lost that point. So it just shows the importance of the first 4 shots and, more importantly, your first 2 shots of the point. Back to Sunday's final. One of the main differences I saw was just the difference in confidence. Murray's confidence just looked superior. I mean, he'd played a lot more tennis, I think about 3.5 hours more tennis going into that final. So fatigue was a bit of an issue. He said afterwards he was feeling it all day, but obviously didn't want to show that. But it just shows the importance of confidence. When you're that confident, he just did not let that fatigue get in the way. And it's interesting as well. I mean, Djokovic, for me, his biggest attribute has been his confidence the last few years. I've never seen a player play with such confidence as Djokovic when he's on his A game. So it's testament to Murray that he's had such a good run, that his confidence is so high. He's the mentally stronger player. Now, I've said this before, and I know not everyone will agree. I think during the last few years, despite Murray not having a great record against Djokovic, I think he's looked the better tennis player. I think the big difference is that Djokovic has just been mentally stronger. Murray, quite often in their 5-set matches in slams, has kind of won a set and a half and looked the better player, and then got distracted or frustrated, or like in this year's French Open, seemed to have got a little bit lost. But there's been no sign of that at the end of this season. I mean, Murray, for me, is so mentally strong. I've never once, I can't remember ever seeing him lose a match from a winning position. And the mental resolve it took for him to win, firstly the US Open, to become the first British player in 77 odd years, and to do it after losing a 2-set-to-love lead against Djokovic in the final. And that took some mental resolve. And then even more so the Wimbledon final. So I mean, Murray, extremely mentally strong, but just lost his way a little bit against Djokovic in the past. But Djokovic did look more his old self this week. Not quite in the final. Wasn't his best match of the week, but it looks like he's back on the right track after losing away a little bit after the French Open, obviously being such a big win there. So we've got the Davis Cup final next weekend. Very intriguing match between Argentina and Croatia, and then obviously it's a little rest for the players, and then it's the new season. It should be very exciting. You've got Andy Murray starting the year as number 1 for the first time ever. You've got Djokovic, who, like I said, he's been looking stronger this week. Imagine he's going to go off and work hard in the off-season. You've got hopefully Nadal coming back fit and strong. He finished the season a little bit earlier to get fit and to really work on his game. You've got Federer coming back. We can't wait to see Federer back on the court. And then you've got the likes of Ivinka, who obviously on this day can beat anyone. You've got the likes of Raonic and Nishikori closing the gap on the big four, as we call them. So all in all, 2017 should be a really fun year. I certainly can't wait.